Yo, what's going on YouTube? Alright, so in the previous video we were setting up our splash screen. We did some testing to see whether or not when you run the application, does the splash screen itself, does it load first, and then where does it take us if, let's say, it checks to see if the user has been authenticated or not. Now, as you saw, it takes us to the login screen immediately. So now in this video we're going to focus on the design of the login screen. Now when I did this app, again, I didn't want to overthink the design because I have a tendency of overthinking things, so I kept the design simple. And then, as you saw within the previous video, when we set up our login screen, this is what we did for the for the splash screen. So for the login screen or activity, this is what we're basically gonna do. Again, I kept it simple, I didn't want to overcomplicate it, so this is what we're gonna design. Alright, so by the way, what you're seeing here is Figma. This is what I used to try and show some visuals as to what I wanted the app itself to look like and things like that. So this is what we're basically gonna do. Alright, so I'm gonna close this, and then let's close the splash screen. We don't need that for now. Let's go, and now I'm gonna open the login activity layout, so which is this over here. We're gonna keep it split, and then let's see, split. Okay, so now one thing I want to point out, my phone, the size of the screen is quite long, right? Your screen might be slightly different depending on the type of phone you're using and things like that. So I'm gonna change the layout itself, and then I'm gonna change it to scroll view, right? So the reason I did this is because I have another phone which is no longer working, unfortunately. It's a Nokia. Yeah, I know. It's a Nokia. It's running Android. So initially, when I did the application, I installed it first, or I built it and then I set it up on the Android phone, on the Samsung phone. And then I realized that the setup was quite incorrect because of the size of that screen is slightly shorter, or it's not as lengthy as the Samsung phone, and it's a bit wider. So now when I had it with the linear view, some of the things were not appearing correctly, so I had to change it to scroll view. So I'm just gonna keep to what I did in that project, for some consistency and stuff. So I'm gonna change the main layout to a scroll view. Then I'm gonna add, let's see, I'm gonna add a linear layout within that. Um, right. Let's see. I don't need this actually. So let's change to linear layout, and then this is gonna match the parent, and then also this is gonna, I think this will need to wrap the content. And now here I want to give this a slight padding, which I'm gonna keep to 15 dp. Okay, and then what do I need to do? The orientation of this linear layout needs to be vertical. Okay, alright, so within here we're gonna need an image view. Right, and then this is gonna be about 300 dp, and then this will be 250 dp. The margin at the top, I want it to be about 36 dp, and then let's see, gravity layout will be center. Alright, and then the image will be at drawable. I think we named it login. That's it there. Alright, so that's our image. Alright, so now below that we're gonna need to put in our heading, which is gonna be a text view. So this is gonna be wrap content. Oh, sorry. Match parent and then wrap content. Okay, so this is gonna be signed in. And then I want this to be 700. That's going to be 30 SP. By the way, when it comes to texts, always make sure you use SP instead of DP. Anything else you can use DP, that's fine, but for text always use the 30 XP. That's the properties when it comes to sizing within Android. Again, that's for those of you who don't know. Right. So now I'm gonna put in our text fields now. The type of text field I'm gonna use, let me just show you. I'm gonna come here. So the latest Android versions, I think this is the one I'm looking for. The latest Android versions, a lot of them, when you install it and set it up, it comes with material design already within it. And then this is what's gonna allow us to place or to insert this particular text field that I'm about to add now. So I'm going to say text input layout. Now make sure it's the second one. This one, it says text input layout. Alright, and then this is going to, let's see, match parent, and then the next one is going to be wrap content. Okay, and then we need to give it an ID as well. ID, I'm going to name this txt login, no sorry, email layout. Okay, and then I'm going to say error enabled. We're going to set this to true. Let's see, and icon mode will be clear text. So that's gonna give it a crosshair at the end. So this allows us that when the user types in something and they just want to clear it, they just have to click that and then it removes it. Alright, what else do I need to add here? Alright, let's add the start icon. The start icon, okay, we haven't added the icons yet. Let's leave that for now. Let's see, what else do I need? The style that I need is going to be outline outline box. Is it outline box? Let me just check. I just want to be sure I'm taking the right one. Outline box, material design. I think this is the one I'm looking for. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm looking for. We'll change it later on if it doesn't work. Alright, so what else? Okay, margin top. This I'm gonna need it to be about 20 dp. Okay, I think that should be it for now. Wrong. Okay. Alright, so now within this group here, within this text input layout, then we need to add the text field itself. So what we need to say is text input, edit text, and then match parent. Oh, no, is that it? Match parent, wrap content. Right, and then the input type for this, okay, let me say ID first, and then what's gonna be the ID? TXT email. So the input type, I want it to be email, text email address. Okay, and then the hint will be enter username or email. Alright, and then the next thing I need will be to close this off. Alright, okay, I think that's all we needed. Now I don't want to keep rewriting this all the time, so I'm just going to copy what we did here, and this is going to be for the password. Alright, and then this is going to be password, and then this is going to be password. Now because this is not email, we need to change the input type, text, text password. That's the one I'm looking for. And then here we have to change the hint from enter username to enter password. You do the same thing here. Alright, so what else? I think the spacing between these things is way too much. Let me put 10 dp there, and then dp. Alright, I think that should be it. Now we just have to add the button. The button is going to be pretty much simple. Let's see, we're going to say button match parent wrap content, and then I think the padding of the button should be 15 dp. Okay, and then what else? Let's see. So for now I'm gonna say enabled false. So basically what's gonna happen is that I want it so that until the user is done filling in all the fields, this button stays disabled, and then once all the fields are filled in, it's gonna be set to true, which will re-enable the button, meaning it's gonna go from false to true. So for now I'm not gonna put this in there because it's just gonna be annoying. Text will be sign in, and then what else? I think that's pretty much it for now. The margin So that's basically the button. Just need to close this off. So we will change the styling. For now, the default, this is material design, this is the styling we get by default. But I think that should be it. I think for now I want to install this. It's basically just going to update the app, and then we're just going to see how it looks like on the phone. So I'm just going to press play so that the application is installed, and then while it's doing that, I'm then going to check on, I'm just going to pause the video. When it's done, I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, one moment for me please. Alright guys, I'm back. So the application is done installing. So okay, we're already at the login screen, so I'm gonna close the app, and then I'm gonna show you by clicking my application. The splash screen comes up, then it takes us to the login screen. So as you can see, what we were doing now is now showing. So if I were to type here, you'll see that this X appears. So if I were to close that, if I were to click it, it removes everything. Even here with the password, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, then I have to just click that cross, then it removes everything. Alright, so again, I think the design part should be done. I don't think we need to do anything else, but I think I should split these videos into 2 or 3. For now, I think in the next video what we will do is we will start with the validations for these two forms, for these two fields, and then from there on in part 3 I think we will then start by setting up our volley library so that we are able to authenticate the user who puts in their details here, and then redirect us to the what you call it, to the main activity. I don't want these videos to be too long, so I just want to end this one here, and then in the next video, like I said, we'll work on the validations. After we do the validations, we're going to work on authenticating the user to the API, and then from there on, once that is done, we can then move on to basically loading up all of the notes that the user can create. So that means that we will design the way the activity will display the notes onto the app. Again, the registration part, because there's so many fields and it's also can be lengthy, I'll do that at a later stage. That is not a train smash. For now, I just want us to get to the point where we can authenticate, authenticate, get to the main activity, load up whatever notes that the user can whatever notes the user has created, and then from there on move towards what you call it, the point where we can create notes themselves, and then yeah, see from there. Alright guys, again, thanks for watching. I think I'm gonna end the video here, like I said, and then I guess I'll see you guys within the next video. Thanks again for watching, and then cheers for now.